of the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce 2023 Small Business Person of the Year Award, Stephen Willbee. Hi, Stephen.
How you doing?
Good, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sponsored by County National
Yes.
Bank, and quite an honor. Congratulations. The award presented last week at the Night of Distinction.
Night of Distinction.
Night of Distinction. And I believe your sister accepting on your behalf, as you had pre-scheduled a trip out of the country.
Yes, she did. She was there for me. We had a scheduled trip for a birthday in Mexico, and unfortunately I wasn't able to attend. So,
Talk a little bit about the history of the company. What was your first memory as a kid? When did you first get involved?
I've been in and out of that office since I could walk.
Yeah.
And I mean, from sweeping floors to stacking blocks, making burial vaults, you name it. We've been part of this. I've been part of it my whole life.
Yeah.
So there's nothing, there's not a job in there that I haven't done at one point or another. And just I guess a gradual thing, a gradual progression. So.
A very dominant company
Yeah.
in the community. You have a huge campus, and your vehicles, your crew are on the side of just about every major project.
Yeah.
Well, we try to be, obviously. We don't get everything, even if we want them, but we do our best, and our product and service has always kind of been ahead of everything else, and that's where we strive to excel.
How has the business changed over the last, say, decade, Steve?
Oh, obviously technology has changed everything for us. I mean, from just going to a cloud-based system for dispatch and digital tickets rather than an old, ink, Oki data printer that screams at you when it's going after it. But ready-mix concrete technology hasn't changed significantly in 20,000 years.
Yeah.
But obviously there's technologies, the way they manufacture cement, admixtures, chemicals that we add to the product that can change properties, things like that have changed. But the raw materials are what they've been for years, the same process. So.
Do you know the secret recipe?
Powder
Powder, water,
and love.
rocks.
Sand, stone, water.
We don't know the
cement.
secret recipe. That's why
That's
you guys
it.
do what you do.
That's what we do. It's a very cut and dry product, but
Yeah.
So when the company started 115 years ago, we didn't have roads. They weren't building roads out of concrete. We didn't have skyscrapers being built out of. What was the use of the product?
our company started in the burial vault in the cemetery space, manufacturing burial vaults, grave liners. That was an Adrian in 1907. Our biggest market was Jackson. We ended up moving into this market in the 20s. Ready-mix concrete really got adopted in the 50s. That's when we started. And we started another company, Willbee Transit Mix. So there's Willbee Concrete Products and Willbee Transit Mix. We ran those side by side, and then my grandpa took over one and my Uncle Bud took over the other. So they kind of went their separate ways. We were on the same campus. Then we moved to our current location on Brooklyn Road. And then my Uncle Bud retired, my grandpa retired, my dad and his brother-in-law took over. Bud and his son and son-in-law took over. Well, they retired, and then we ended up purchasing Willbee Concrete Products back about 12 years ago now.
Oh, so it's all one.
So it's all one again.
That's great.
So
obviously you're recognized for being a great business in this town, great employer in this town. How many employees do you guys have?
our head count is usually, depends, it's usually about 65.
Okay.
We're a little late right now, so if you know anybody that knows how to drive a ready-mix truck or anything like that, send them our way.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of the common thing. I'd be nervous.
It looks like it could tip over.
They are surprisingly pretty low to the ground. The center of gravity is.
Yeah.
We've seen some pretty hairy situations, but
everyone loves to watch concrete getting poured out of a truck, and I always think, which job would I like on that site? And first, you think driver because you're sitting in the car. But then also I feel like I would do something and get concrete all over where it wasn't supposed to go.
I'd like the squeegee thing.
I don't think you'd be that good.
The bowl float guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think concrete is very, very hard work. It's a very, very heavy product, and the less you have to manually manipulate it, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah.
So I would pick driver.
In the movies, people, they stand in concrete too long and then they're stuck in it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had situations like that?
No, concrete's like watching paint dry most of the time. I mean, you've got it's all dependent on temperature for one. So ambient temperature, ground temperature, concrete temperature, all that plays a role. So concrete gets hard. It's a process called hydration. That's heat. That's what the water hydrates the cement, creates crystals, locks it all together.
I think people use the word, the term concrete and cement interchangeably, but they're different.
Very different, and that's a common theme that we deal with as ready mix producers. I always tell people to think about cement as cement to concrete is like flour to a cake. So your cement is just an ingredient in a final product, which is ready mix concrete.
So the Beverly Hillbillies cement pond was
actually a concrete pond. That's a fact. Yep.
You and I get a chance to see each other on the golf course every now and again. How is your golf game ready for this spring?
I am ashamed to admit that those clubs have not moved since about October of last year, but
so you're ready to go.
That's usually when I play my best, is when I don't have a chance to pick up any bad habits.
Yeah, there you go.
You're also wearing Phelps Towing logo on your jacket, so that's a recent acquisition of the company?
Yeah, we purchased Phelps in January. We closed December 31st of 2020, took over January 1, 2021, and so we're going on three years now, just a little over 3 years.
That's great. Yeah, congratulations
Thank
to you, your family, and staff for all of the success, and of course for this award.
We work hard, and it's not just me. I've got my brother Chris, who kind of runs all our ready mix operations, and my cousin Aaron runs our outside sales and quality control for Willbees, and Joel, his brother Joel, runs all of our building supply stuff inside, and my cousin Zach runs our concrete pumping stuff, and then I've got a GM at Phelps, Adam, that handles a lot of the day-to-day stuff over there. So it's a big group effort.
Nice. Congratulations to you and your company, your family, and continued success.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The Small Business Person of the Year, Stephen Willbee. More of the morning show after this.